And welcome back to FOXSOUL's Black Report. A producer for the Starz drama BMF was suspended after allegedly threatening writers on a picket line. This happened Thursday. Those workers are seeking the new contract, as you may know. Atlanta writer Brian Eggleston, who wrote the recent Dennis Quaid Amazon film On a Wing and a Prayer, said he and other writers picketing on Hank Aaron Drive outside Georgia State University's football stadium, where BMF was shooting Thursday, when a show producer, Ian Wolfe, drove his vehicle towards them in what Eggleston saw was a threatening manner. Eggleston said Wolfe even admitted to him he was trying to scare them. Now, according to reports, this particular BMF producer kind of used his SUV to sort of kind of threaten these writers coming within feet of them, going at high speed and then kind of braking. And the writers did make note that this was on Hank Aaron Boulevard, not too far from the birthplace of MLK Jr. And these writers who definitely have a right to strike. This is how we get our point across. This is how we go about movement and progress in our country. They have been, quite peaceful. And, although the protests have been peaceful, the strike in and of itself, in my opinion, has been really intense because these writers just want to live, the way we live. They want to be able to, or try to live, they want to be able to afford groceries, to afford transportation, to afford housing, especially those who live in California. We know Hollywood is the hub, is the nucleus, and they're writing these wonderful stories to these shows that we quite often enjoy, whether it's on network television or across streaming partners or networks. And they can't afford to feed their families. They can't afford to, get to work. They can't afford, to keep a roof over their head, while these network officials continue to make millions and millions of dollars, as do the networks. So that's really the basis of this strike. And a lot of people have been in support. We just had the Tonys air the other day. That's like the Grammys of the musical stage, the theater. And our good sister, Ariana DeBose, she came back for a second year to host that show. And she had to do it all off, as we say in hip hop, off the dome, off just the top of her head. And she did an absolutely fabulous job. And at some point, when it just got to be real, she said, hey, I don't know who's coming up next, but just clap for him anyway. And so, this is what folks have been dealing with in this industry. And my hope, my prayer is that these writers get what they rightfully deserve. It's not like they're asking for so much. They're just asking for just enough, really, to help them move along and maintain their lives. And so when things like this happen, it's really unfortunate. But hopefully we can keep focus on this strike. And some of your shows, like P-Valley, will go back to production because that show's on a break, too, as there are many others as well.